Magandang gabi ulit mga kapatid. Our topic for today is about the number 18. Now mga kapatid, I think, again, going back to the reading of some translations, which are not going to be, some of the translations that we have, I would say, are different. For example, we have to be careful on reading the translation, because some of them are, in my opinion, is I'm not going to say it's wrong, but I would like to say that it is, some of them are not really correct or not really accurate. When I say that, because some of the translation from the original manuscript, and when I say the original manuscript, mga kapatid, ito yung, of course, as we know that the Old Testament was written in Hebrew and the New Testament was written in Greek, because it was the way it was. It was, and some of the context, I think, in the Bible are written in Arabic. These are the three languages of the Bible: Hebrew, the Old Testament; the New Testament was written in Greek, and some of them are written in the Arabic language. The reason why I'm saying this, mga kapatid, I would like to put that into perspective, is that when we read the Bible, it is very important for us to understand that that Bible that we are reading, is it translated by other religions. May mga religion kasi na nagka-translate to, I would say, I'm not going to say it's wrong, but it was translated to fit in the theology. For example, again, I'm reading now, specifically reading the Bible of yung dating Biblia. Ang dating Biblia, this was written by the Catholics. This was translated by the Catholic translator. Now, if you're going to use that translation, mga kapatid, if you're going to use that as a reference of reading, and you're reading from a translator from other doctrines, you may be sort of, I'm not going to say misled, but you're going to be confused of many things, because the way it was translated, to be honest, in my own opinion, and this is my own opinion, mga kapatid, are very poor. For example, let's go in chapter 18. And I'm reading from the original King James Version, mga kapatid. The King James Version, and I would say, I think Pastora will agree on this, if you are a mature Christian, you're not going to read the Magandang Balita translated by the Catholics, because yes, it is light. They use light, plain Tagalog. But the problem with that, Brother Johnny, is that you are going to miss. There will be some discrepancies, and there's going to be some inconsistency or wrong interpretation or translation of the very word. For example, in chapter 18, verse 1, the Lord said unto Aaron, and this is the King James Version, which is high English, mga kapatid, very high English. The Lord said unto Aaron, thou, o sinabing thou, mga kapatid, thou, and mga kapatid, this is a Bible study, and you're talking to Pastor Don. Pastor Don used to be a professor, so I always teach my students how to do things properly. Don't just read the Bible na parang babasa lang kayo ng text message. Parang, ito ang sabi niya ganito Yan, mga kapatid, sandali lang po. Hindi siya, sabi ng Panginoon dito, thou, you, in English, in the contemporary English, but in King James, which is the Old English, thou and thy sons. You and your sons and thy father's house with thee shall bear the iniquity. Ito yung sinasabi ni Sister Cynthia kanina. And I would like to stay on that premise, in that province, to explain bakit mahalaga sa atin yung, yes, maganda yung pagko-cross-referencing, and maybe some of us, mga kapatid, wala na tayong panahon mag-cross-reference. And because it's very important, mga kapatid. The problem with many pastors and preachers is because I see that some of them, they don't really study the word. They just read. Sister Alice, they just read the Bible and explain it. The problem with that, if you're not really a keen, deep reader of the word, you will just read the Bible as it is. But the Bible is not like that. The Bible is full of many cross-referencing. Now, it says, ang sabi sa Tagalog, I'm going to read in Magandang Balita. Ang sabi sa Magandang Balita, Sister Cecil, is, sinabi ni Yahweh kay Aaron, ikaw at ang iyong mga anak na lalaki at ang lipi ni Levi ay may mga pananagutan sa lahat ng gawain sa toldang tipanan. Ang sabi ng Catholic Trust, mga kapatid, I don't have anything against Catholics. Yeah? Lahat tayo at marami sa atin galing doon. But I'm just in the context of translation. The problem with the translation, Sister Alice, is this. Ang sabi ng Catholic translation is, yun daw mga Levita at ang kanyang mga angkan ay may pananagutan. Hindi yun ang sinasabi ng King James Version eh. Ang sabi ng King James original manuscript is this. You and your sons, and I'm reading now in the King James Version, and let me read in the Amplified Version, mga kapatid. I'm going to read in the Amplified Version. Ito ang sabi ng Amplified Version. Numbers 18. And the Lord said to Aaron, you and your sons and your father's house shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary. Now, that is the Amplified Version. But this is, kapatid, this is bearing the iniquity